We're almost halfway through the year, and a lot of people are running on empty without fully realizing it. Grow Therapy helps you find care that's covered by insurance before burnout becomes the baseline. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. They connect you with thousands of independent licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. And if something comes up, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/booknow to get started. That's growtherapy.com/booknow. growtherapy.com/booknow. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's room of choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to the Black Text. There's an African proverb that says, "It's a bad child who doesn't take advice." I know a lot of people. I know of people. I have very few friends. There's a piece of advice that I got, or I overheard. If you are the friend of everybody, you're the enemy to yourself. What does that mean? If people aren't feeding into you as you are feeding into them, then they are takers, not givers, and are draining you of your resources, your power, your talent, your intellect, your time, your effort, your love, your understanding. If the person who always comes to you when shit goes wrong and you're the strong one, and no one even has the audacity, the unmitigated gall, the nerve, or the chutzpah to say, "Hey, are you cool? Are you okay?" Then that is not the person you need in your life. I have 3 people in my life who are outside of family. If I include them, maybe 5 people in all, possibly 6, who will regularly check in with me, who will find out, how are you? Are you okay? What's going on? Let's just call and see what's happening. Sometimes when people do that, it's because they need something from me. So they're going to do this whole song and dance about, oh, what's going on? How you feeling? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And then say, well, I was calling because. But I already know what that is, because the only time you ever call me is when you need something, or you want me to help you figure out something, or whatever the hypothesis that you're trying to perpetuate is happening. The first person you ever need to be a friend to is to you. You need to set your boundaries, your priorities, things that are important to you. And if anyone avoids that or tries to dismiss that, then they are not the motherfucker who need to be in your motherfucking life. Then they are the motherfuckers that don't need to be in your motherfucking life. Who you are, why you are, is very, very important to your survival. And if you constantly give, you will get to the point where you have nothing else to give. I worked at a firm, and when I tell you, I was stressed the fuck out. I get to work at 7 in the morning. I wouldn't leave till 11 o'clock at night. I was there Monday through Friday, got up on Saturday, got into the office at 8, didn't leave till 3, and then would sleep all day Sunday. That went on for months. My eating habits were bad. All I doing was eat, sleep, drink, work. That was my life for a very long time. And I kept giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, trying to play this, look at me, look what I can do in this new career that I'm in, but always having my legs cut from underneath me because some insecure white person decided that I made it look too easy. And therefore, I needed to be knocked down a peg or two. Let's be very clear, and I'm going to say it here, and whoever don't like it, I don't give a fuck. You can never knock me down a fucking peg. No matter what you think, what you know, what you were told, whatever it is, I can't be knocked down pegs. The only person who can knock me down a peg is me. The only person who can make me embarrassed about something is me. The only person who can control where I go, what I go, who I am, what I do, why I do it, when I do it is me. No one has that level of influence over me. No one can tell me, oh, this is what you should be doing. This is what you need to do. This is why you need to do it. I don't have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, but I'm not about to be everybody's friend who can't help me achieve the goals that I need to achieve, that I want to achieve, that I need to achieve. I'm at a point in my life and in my career where I'm looking at what is happening. My health, my eyesight, my hearing, my diet, my workout, my muscles, all of it. How is it all going to carry me over the next 50 years? That's important to me. But if I'm worrying about everybody else's, how are you? Are you okay? And you're not worrying about me being, how are you okay? Then fuck you. During COVID, I made a decision. I was no longer going to reach out to people who didn't reach out and check in on me. Those who only called me because I could help them or I could problem solve something, that I wasn't going to respond. I was going to wait and see how many people was like, hey, yo, nigga, where the fuck you been? I have not heard from 75% of the people that I talk to all the time. 75%, maybe even 80. Hell, might be 95%. And somebody made a comment in passing about somebody that we mutually know. And they were like, oh, well, he thinks he's high and mighty and he just, he don't call me. He don't say hello. He don't do shit. So I feel like if he's not going to call me, I'm not going to call them. But I've always called you. And instead of you having to deal with, hey, I fucked up, you've decided that I'm the bad guy. You can't be friends to everybody unless you are a friend to you first. Because when you're friends to you first, you set boundaries. And those boundaries can't be moved. When I say this is what it is, there's no moving me. I've made my mind up. I've made my decision. I've weighed the options. And some people think that this is new. This has been going on since I first started being in school. I made decisions back then. My boundaries are not to be moved. Now, some I may be ebb and flow with, but the core principles of who I am, no. I don't have an enemy within me because I understand that everybody can't give me what I need. And sometimes I got to give it to myself. Sometimes I have to hone it to myself. People who offer think they can mend me and mold me because they think I need them. I don't. It may take me longer to get something done, and I could have done it in a collective, but I can't do it if I'm constantly giving out of my well until my well is empty. There was something I was listening to where the person said, your cup overflows, so you should share what's in your cup. That's not what it is. What's in your cup is for you. What overflows from the cup, you can share with others. Because as long as you are sharing what's in your cup, they will suck it dry and move on. Remember this. If you remember nothing from this entire diatribe that I've gone through, if you can't be your own friend and sit with your own company, then you become the enemy to yourself by avoiding the things you need to do because you're trying to be a people pleaser. You have to be friends with you first before you can be friends with anybody else. Remember that. Love you first, give to yourself first, and anything that overflows, you can share. Don't let them drown your resources because you don't want to face the enemy that's within. Stay woke. We out.